Hello everybody, I'm Margaret Marie. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing really good today. So this is what I have. Now what I'm going to review, because this is requested by a subscriber, her name is Bridget. Hi Bridget, here's my little shout out to you. And on my Bellizio Secreto primer review, she suggested that I try this Make It Forever primer. She said that it lasted longer as far as keeping the wrinkles at bay on the forehead, and that it didn't wear off, for like 12 hours. So she said this had some real staying power. And if you want to look at that video, you can see that comment. So I told her I would be happy to give this a try on my channel. So what I went ahead and did, because it costs $37 retail for this, I decided to get a little sample. So this cost me like $7 plus shipping. So I figured for under $10, it's fine. Give it a try. If it doesn't work out for me, no big loss. So that is exactly what I did. So the first thing I want to do is get to the ingredients of this, because I think that's like the most important thing. You want to figure out, first of all, before you buy any kind of primer, is what kind of base it is. So what I found out from this one is that it is a silicone base, which works really well on wrinkles. The silicone does get in there and it does blur out wrinkles pretty well. But I want to see how it works with just drugstore foundation, as opposed to like my Bye Bye foundation. I just want to see, something on a drugstore. That way, not everybody wants to go out and spend $40, $50 on foundation. So if you want to use your $10 and $12 foundation with this, I want to see how well it does. So that is what I'm going to do first. So let's get into the ingredients first of all. All right, so the ingredients on this are as follows. Aqua, which is water, and that's usually the first ingredient in any makeup product. Dimethicone, isodoacaine, orza sativa, which is rice, starch, butanol glycol, polymethyllisensynquoxanide, glycerin, dimethicone, cross-polymer, phenoloxanol lauryl-4, ethyl hexylglycerin, hydroyethicellulose, carbomer, caprylyl glycol, perfume, which is the fragrance, Sycorium intybus, which is chicory root extract, and sodium. Okay, so of course you can see the main ingredients in this are going to be the silicones that are in there. All right, so here we have it right here. I think I'll get out my little Luminate to put it on. I'm going to wipe it off, make sure it's nice and clean. This is actually a little cleaner. All right, let's squeeze it out here and see what we have. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see that this is kind of a beige, peachy kind of formula. Whereas my primer, the one I use, the Bellizio Secreto, is like a gel clear, not a gel, but it's clear. All right, because it's very silicone-y. All right, let's try it out on the nose. Let's just rub it in there. Let's see how well it applies. So far, it goes on moist like a cream, and then it feels powdery, kind of powdery, a little bit like my Bellizio Secreto in that respect. Let's see, you see a blur, you see my age spots there on my nose. Are we blurring these a little bit? Let's see. Kind of seems like it is. Huh? Let me come this way. Yeah. Try not to cross my eyes while I do this. All right, let's put them on the forehead. Let's see if it blurs out the forehead. It seems to be a little bit blurring there a little bit. What I want it to do is cover and fill in all these lines. Just kind of smooth over the top of them. Like, say you were filling in, like you had a nail hole in your wall. You know how you take the putty and you fill it in and then you smooth it over? Well, this would be like kind of like the putty. So let's smooth that in. Now, I did read something about this primer that it's better if you apply it with a sponge, but I always apply my primers with my fingertips, so I'm not using a sponge to do that. All right, let's get the rest of this all over my face. Notice I am going outward with it, starting kind of in the center and going outward. Now I don't need to do my eyes because I've already got eyeshadow on and mascara, so I don't need to put any on there. But normally I would put primer on my eyes and use that before I would put a base on my eyeshadow, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay, we're going to do my neck. Fight with this earring a little bit here, because I always apply contour and my face makeup on my neck. It's always a good idea to put some primer there too. Plus, it'll help with a little bit of the sagging and the wrinkles and stuff that you may have on your neck. And if I talk too much while I'm doing this, it makes a funny sound. Okay. All right. All right, now let's do what I have left under the eyes. So I will be needing my makeup to stick under there too. Okay. All right, and that pretty much uses up everything I have left on there, so let's concentrate the rest of it on the nose. All right, now what I'm going to be looking for with this primer is I'm going to see, does it make my makeup ball up underneath it? Does it flake off? Will it make the makeup on my nose separate? And we're going to see how long this lasts. So I'm going to set my, well, I'm going to show you the clock on my phone before I go, and then later on tonight I'm going to go outside and I'm going to, because it's not raining or anything, I promise I'm going to do my follow-up video outside right before it turns dark. That way I have plenty of time. So it's 9:50 in the morning right now, so that's what it says on my little deal, but when I'm all done with this, I'll show you the exact time from start to finish. And then I'll show you the time tonight. We'll go outside, we'll take a look at it in the sunlight where you can really see, and that's really the way to really tell. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to apply some foundation. Okay, so 9:57, that is the time. All right, so let's get started with a foundation. Let me get my ring back again. Okay. All right, so like I told you, we're going to use some drugstore foundation. We're going to start with some Revlon Age Defying to defy this age. All right. And because I'm a little tanner than what I was, I've been out in the sun a little bit, and so I'm going to add just a drop of this number 7 Lift and Luminate foundation. So I actually got this in a little darker just to go with the summertime. Okay, so I have it all mixed up into a formula that is nice and face matching, and I'm going to apply it with the Beauty Blender. So my very old Beauty Blender. I think I need to get another one. All right, let's see how this goes on. Let's start with my nose. Go in the center and work my way out. Looks like the color came out good. All right. And for the neck, because we want to make it match. Now sometimes I just do this with what I have left. And see how we want this to match. All right, now that looks pretty good. That is blending in good. Switch hands for a minute. All right, there. Okay. Okay. I like this. I like this. So far, so good, Bridget. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is finish applying my face makeup, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay. So I have all the rest of my makeup put on. I put on contour. I put on blush. I did my nose, and so you could see everything. It went on pretty well. I did notice a little teeny bit of polka dotness here. Let me get it real close. Just on my nose, a little tiny bit, but a lot of other primers have actually done a lot worse. So far so good. Now these wrinkles, they're definitely blurred a little bit and everything. The rest of the makeup went on pretty good, the contour and everything down my neck went on pretty good. So, all right, let's just see how this does, and then I'll check back. I'll try to do it before dark, so it may only give me about 8 or 9 hours. Tonight I'll do this, but I want to do it before it gets dark where there's still some sunlight out there. So I don't know, that won't be a full 12 hours. But let's just see. I don't really need a full 12 hours, but let's just see how it does after like 7 or 8 hours. So fair enough. Okay. All right, Bridget. Now I did this all for you. Just keep that in mind. I really want to do things that my subscribers ask me to do, try on things they want me to try, because that's what I'm here for. So, okay. So I'll see you guys later on tonight. And so until then, see you then. Hello, I'm back. Okay, it has been 9 hours, and I'll show you on my phone. See, 7:01, so it's been actually a little over 9 hours. And I want to first talk about this being not really good for a dry skin primer because, okay, on my nose it broke up, as you can see, and it became all patchy, and there was actually dryness and flaking in through this area and through this area as well, as you can see. Now my forehead, you can see it's still, you can see it blurred here a little bit, but it has worn off here quite a bit. That wrinkles is pretty prominent. Under here, yeah, just it's kind of worn off a bit. I really think that my Belizio Secreto primer is better for my skin. I think that this primer would be good for somebody with very oily skin. I think it would be a perfect primer for anybody with oily skin. So, okay, so that's my 9-hour check-in. And so that's it with this review. I don't recommend it to anyone with any kind of dry skin at all, but for you oily skin ladies out there, this would be a great primer for you to try. All right, so that's it. That's all I have for you on this video. And until the next one, you take care. Bye.